How's it going, guys? Cameron here, is Canadian Gamer, coming at you with a special pickups video. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me start off by telling you guys, as life is, things come in waves. And what I mean by that, anyone who's lived as long as I have, for every 10 good things that happen consecutively in your life, you'll come across a patch of bad shit that goes wrong in your life. Now, I didn't really have anything bad per se happen to me. In the grand scheme of things, there's millions of people out there that have it much worse than I do. But I just went on a real stretch the last 2 months where it was just constantly just one thing after another, to the point where I was just thinking to myself, who did I piss off up there? What is going on? I just had all kinds of stuff happen to me all at once. I had tire blowouts. My iPhone broke on me. All kinds of stuff. Ridiculous stuff in the grand scheme of things, but it all starts to add up and we all have a breaking point. Well, finally, I've obviously, without getting into specifics, I've overcome this rough patch because I've had a few really awesome things happen recently in my life, and without getting into specifics, I was in such a good mood today. I said, what the hell, let me go out and do a little bit of game hunting, even though I probably really shouldn't have, because I've got way too many games on my plate. Before we get started on the pickups, let me just show you guys beer of the day. This is very much a beer that gaming off the grid would drink, something like this the hipsters drink. Flying Monkey Crowd Surf Passion Fruit IPA. Yeah. Hopefully this was worth the $4 I paid for it almost. So, crazy. Crazy pickups here. As I spill my beer, here we go. Good fucking Lord. Oh my god. So I was in Kingston, and there was a Chumleys. I think it's the last Chumleys in Kingston, and there's one in Belleville as well. And I went in there, and really the reason why I went in there is because I was wanting to get Sonic Team Racing. I know it's not brand new. It came out about 5 years ago on the Xbox One, the PS4, and the Nintendo Switch. But I figured now that it's been a couple years, I could pick the game up dirt cheap. Well, I went in there and they did not have a copy for the Xbox One. And that's the version I want to have because it runs at 60 FPS, I believe, on the Series X. Maybe even on the original Xbox One X. They had a copy for the Nintendo Switch, but that one runs at 30 FPS. It's still playable, but I really wanted to get that game for the Xbox. So whatever. I went through the store, I took a look at everything else they had. And let me tell you, like I predicted, now that the Xbox 360, the store is closed, you ain't hear a fucking peep from the gaming community. Nobody's talking about Xbox 360. The games are back down in price to where they were. And this retro video game store had a whole wall of PS3 and Xbox 360 games. And they were all dirt cheap. Okay? The only games that were somewhat expensive were the ones at the front of the store in the glass cabinet, and those, again, like I said, those games were already pricey before the Xbox 360 marketplace was shut down. So anyways, that being said, I did not get any 360 games today. I did not get any PS3 games today, but I did pick up a couple of Wii games. And what's interesting regarding this is I have one of the I don't know how to pronounce it, Corla marble games on the Wii, and it's awesome. I only have one of them. They're really expensive right now. I only have one of them. And I love those games where you've got the marble and you're moving it around. Even Super Monkey Ball. I like that. I love that stuff as well. So I saw this game, and I've never heard of it before. I don't recall Metal Jesus Rocks talk about this before. And I paid $14.99. It's called Vertigo. And I saw it, and I was like, what is this? Are you kidding me? And then I went online this afternoon and I watched a video from Mark Bussler at Classic Game Room, and he reviewed this game. And he gave it glowing praise. He likened it to almost like a racing game, because you're trying to get this ball down a track. And with the Wii remote and the physics, man, it looks really good. I can't believe I had never heard of this before. And, you know, I would think this is a budget release. Play lock. But, man, I don't know. The techno soundtrack in this, too. Oh, my God. I am very excited. I am so happy that I found this. I did not know about it. And this is the type of game that I like on the Wii. And I wish I could show you guys some gameplay footage, but not tonight. I'll have to put out a Let's Play on this. But, yeah, Vertigo. Awesome. Wii exclusive. And then I picked this one. This one Metal Jesus has talked about before. Now this game was released, I believe, on the original Xbox, the PS2, and it was released on the GameCube as well, but it was under a different title. Well, it got a Wii release here, and I paid $16.99 for it. And honestly, the cover art is amazing on this. Pitfall, The Big Adventure. Check that out. And it doesn't look like a bad game. It's a 3D action platformer, and you can even unlock the original Pitfall and Pitfall 2 in this game. I had to have it. This is an awesome, as far as the cover art is concerned, this is an awesome one to have in the collection. I don't regret picking this up. That is awesome. Look at the disc. Even the disc. Complete in box. Both these games. Look at the disc. How awesome is that? It's awesome. So yeah, I'm shoring up the Wii collection. I'm almost there. It's got a couple of more titles to pick up. Fix my camera here. Okay, let me take a sip of my beer here. So, I moved on over to the glass cabinet. I took a look at the Game Boy game. Well, I didn't really look at the Game Boy games. I looked at the Game Boy Advance games. And they had a stack of Sega Genesis loose cart, and I didn't feel the need. I didn't want to make the poor girl pull all the cards out. I probably should have, but I didn't want to. But I saw one game that was sitting at the front of the glass cabinet for $5. Urban Strike. So this one here, Urban Strike, is the one that I don't see that often. I see Jungle Strike, which I already own, and Desert Strike. But Urban Strike, rarely do I ever see that out in the wild. Now, anyone who is somewhat of a historian, you know that almost all the multiplats ran better on the Sega Genesis. And as a matter of fact, a lot of the games, especially the EA games, were primarily developed for the Sega Genesis, and a lot of times after the fact, another development team would be in charge of porting the game to the Super NES. So, Electronic Arts published and developed this for the Sega Genesis, along with the other Strike games on the Genesis. And after the fact, all three were ported to the Super NES, and all three on the Super NES do not run and do not look as good as they do on the Sega Genesis. So, yeah, awesome to have this in the collection, $5. And apparently this one is a little bit easier than Jungle Strike and Desert Strike, which is fine by me because I find those other two games are pretty damn hard. I've never beaten them before. And for $8, now I know this one gets a bit of a bad rap, but I really don't care. I bought it so I could speed run, and that is Porsche Unleashed Need for Speed for the Game Boy Advance, a hardware pusher. Oh yeah. $8? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Porsche Unleashed. So that was a cool pickup as well. Budget pickups here. Dirt cheap. Not spending a whole lot of money. So right there, that was about $50. Take another sip of my beer here. Getting the big guns. The big guns? Is that the appropriate saying for expensive video game paraphernalia? So later on my way home, I stopped by the games. Well, actually, hold on. Let me rewind. I did go to the GameStop in Kingston. It was picked dry. There really wasn't much in there. Again, I was looking for Sonic Team Racing. Again, they had it for the Switch. They didn't have it for the Xbox or the PS4. So I didn't really see much in there that really tickled my fancy. So I jumped on the 401, and then when I got to Brockville, Ontario, I got off there and I checked out the GameStop there, and wow! I caved into FOMO, let me tell you. Oh my god. So, to start, now, if Ken's games collection is watching this, he's gonna blow his load when he sees this, but So me and Ken have been going back and forth a little bit over the last couple of months in the comment sections of our videos, talking about that new Prince of Persia game that came out a couple of months ago, The Lost Crown. And I was talking to him, I really do want to get the game. I don't want to wait for it to go on sale. Preferably, I'd like to have it on the Nintendo Switch. I think over time, as far as collectability and value is concerned, I think the one on the Nintendo Switch might be the best one to have. The version of The Lost Crown on the Xbox One series consoles and the PS4, PS5, it's tied into an Ubisoft server, the Ubisoft store, if you will. When you log on to the game, there's all these screens that pop up. Whereas apparently on the Nintendo Switch, that is not the case. You're not hit with all that stuff. So, it's been a couple of months since the game came out. I still have not seen it for sale. And I went into this GameStop, and I kid you not, they had one copy left of Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. Brand new. One copy. And it was a red tag sale. This game was a regular, let me see here. I think it was a regular $59.99. And it was marked down to $39.99. So I got it for, not half off, but I mean, I got a good discount on it. Paid $40 for it. But interesting to note, they had a couple of copies for the Xbox One and the PS4, PS5. And those versions of this game were not on sale. They were still full retail. And it as a matter of fact, it was just announced today that this game is coming to PC, I believe. So there's going to be a renewed public interest in this game. But this is the version I wanted. I wanted it for the Switch. Very happy to have this in the collection. I will get to it when I get to it. And this game looks really good as far as an Ubisoft title is concerned. And I don't mind paying $40 for it because I don't know if I'm ever going to find it any cheaper. Because it's going to get to the point where you're just not going to be able to find this game. And when that happens, then the price starts to go up. So, yeah, I am very happy to have... I rarely buy modern... Well, is that true? Do I refrain from buying modern games? I mean, I don't go crazy. But, yeah, for $40, awesome. Very happy to have this. So, yeah, Ken, I don't know if you're watching this or not. But, if you're out and about, you may want to check out your local EB Games to see if this is on sale for the Switch, because it seems like, as far as pricing is concerned, Canada and Australia are pretty much 1-to-1 as far as the dollar value. So then I make my way to the back of the store, and what do I find here? And now I just picked this up recently, and you guys would have seen it in my Sega Genesis video, but this one here is a limited edition. This is a PX Previews exclusive Ring Scatter Sonic Pop limited edition. I think I paid $16.99 for it. I had to have it. I had to freaking have this. Man, the pop got me again. Marceau. Got me again. And they also had Amy and Knuckles as a 2-pack. It was $45, and I can't do that. But this limited edition, I had to buy it. I had to have it. So that's I paid $19.99 for that. Excuse me. So that's gonna go in the Sega Genesis room. This little bad boy is gonna come out of the box, and yeah, I mean, hey, at least I'm not buying drugs, right? So you can see on the back, you can get a metal Sonic, and again, it shows Amy on the back as well. I fucking love these things. I really do. So then I'm at the back of the store. Let me just take a sip of my beer here. Oh, let me top up. Let me top up. So then I'm at the back of the store and I hear the commercial on the TV because when you go into GameStop, they've got like a TV with rolling commercials or I don't know, commercials, advertisements, advertisements. And I heard it. I wasn't watching it, but I heard it. And it was talking about Nintendo World Championships, and it said something about GameStop. I'm like, what? So at the back of the store, they had a bunch of cases. But this game, as far as what I'm talking about here is Nintendo World Championships NES edition for the Nintendo Switch. Is my understanding you had to, when you bought it, excuse me, it's an all-encompassing kit and caboodle with all the collectibles inside. You can't just buy it case only, game only. But there it was at the back of the store, and I said to the girl working there, I'm like, can I buy this just as the game without having to buy? Actually, no, that's not exactly what I said. I'm lying to you guys now. I'm lying. I said to her, do you guys have this in stock? Does it come with everything, or is it just the game in the case? That's how I said it. And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, we got one left, and they had it behind the, where you go to check out. And as soon as I fucking saw this, oh my god, my dick went about 10 feet up in the air. I succumbed to FOMO. You best believe it. You're in a store and you see this, and she tells you there's one left, and you see this just sitting there. Oh my god. And it's so nice. I haven't opened it yet. The box is so nice. It's very complimentary to the NES Classic. So, yeah, $79.99. I don't regret it. This is fucking cool. And I don't know if Marceau has this. I don't know, but Elfiner doesn't have a Switch. And right now, you can post your high scores on speedrun.com. So I'm going to start speedrunning this just to make those two guys jealous. Oh, hell yeah! Yup. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited about this. Really excited. I've heard good things about it. Yeah. I still can't believe I got a copy. And I can't believe for the cost of just a disc, a game in the case, most games are $79.99, that you're able to get this whole package like this. It's awesome. And hopefully they come out with a Super NES version as well. Really awesome stuff. So, I guess the last thing I'll mention here is just, like, there's so many games coming out right now, especially for the Switch. Like, maybe I'm just not watching enough IGN, but, like, I went into, when I was in GameStop, they had, like, there's, like, a new isometric, over-the-top, 3.25 Zelda game coming out. There's a new Zelda game coming out. There's a couple of new Mario games coming out. They had copies that you could reserve for Donkey Kong Country Returns, the old game that came out on the Wii. It's like a Redux version that you can get that's coming out. There's a new first-person shooter coming out on the Switch that I saw, kind of like an indie-looking game. So many games coming out for the Switch. Oh my fucking god. It is just crazy. Crazy. Oh my god. And then when I got home, somebody hit me up in my comment section and told me, I guess today was day one of QuakeCon 2024, and it was renounced. It was announced from, I don't know if it was Night Dive Studios. There is a remastered version of Doom, the original Doom, and Doom 2 coming out, where you can play it in 4K, 60 FPS. On the surface, that's not really a big deal, I guess. But it's completely remastered, apparently, and there's a whole new chapter or a set of levels that have been released, and this is available today. Apparently, you can download it now on your Xbox and your PlayStation, and I think on your Switch and on PC and Steam. But he was just talking about, wouldn't that be a cool collection to have as a physical copy, like a limited edition, like a limited run game's release. So, gosh, that's a tough pill to swallow, though. Like, do you pay whatever it is, $60 Canadian for a limited run games release of the original Doom and Doom 2? I don't know. Considering I already own those games on multiple platforms, and I'm pretty sure those games already got a physical release at some point on the Switch. I don't know. I guess I need to read up more on what exactly that is. Apparently, servers have been enabled, and you can play that multiplayer as well. But yeah, I'm not going to buy that digitally, that's for sure. At the very least, I'll wait till it comes out, and I'll get as a physical release. Apparently, it's been redeveloped on the Kex engine, which was infamously co-designed by MVG, Modern Vintage Gamer. But that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's over $200 worth of pickups that you're looking at there. Your boy CG went out and blew his wad for the sake of YouTube. Oh my god, I'm up to my wrists in video games, and I just keep buying more and more and more. Oh my god, I don't know when I'm going to get to all this. But this is cool. This is cool. I am going to start speed running that. I don't know when. Maybe within the next month. And then as far as this is concerned, I'm in no rush to get I'm in no rush to get to this. And then as far as this is concerned, I just had to have it. I will try to put maybe like a CG Let's Play on this to show you guys a couple of minutes of gameplay, because I just can't believe how good this looks. Oh my god. This, not quite sure what we're going to do with this yet. This is going in my loose card box. And I'm interested in seeing how sharp this looks on the analog pocket. So there you have it. Some more pickups from your boy CG. I hope you guys are doing well. That is going to do it for this video. Oh, yeah, that last video I put out there a few nights ago on the Sega Genesis, Let's Talk Sega, it didn't really get a lot of views within the first 16, 17 hours. It had like 60, 70 views. And then all of a sudden, over the last few hours, it's gone up to 300, I think. So, I don't know what's going on with the algorithms. Not that I care. But that just goes to show that there's a lot of people out there that are searching for Sega-related news and topics right now. So it's pretty interesting stuff. So anyways, that's going to do it for me, because this video is at the 25-minute mark. Wow. Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for watching. Billy Idol concert coming up on Saturday night. Woo! Platinum Blonde! Billy Idol! Have a good night.